The Fiery Youth. Chapter 9, The Championship Clash. The National High School Basketball League Championship had finally arrived. Tiancheng High versus Songyang High. This wasn't just a match for the title. It was a battle under the weight of millions of eyes and unimaginable pressure. The arena was packed to the last seat. Media outlets, live streamers, scouts, fans, even members of the school board were present. Camera flashes lit up the sidelines like strobe lights. Eli stood in the locker room hallway, eyes fixed on a message on his phone screen. "You're not here to play ball. You're here to humiliate me. Final warning. If you dare step on that court, I'll show you what regret really means." The sender, his father. Each word hit like a hammer to the chest. Eli's grip on the phone tightened until his knuckles turned white. He had once imagined that when he won the championship, his father would be there, proud, smiling in the stands. Reality had just slapped him hard in the face. "Eli, what are you doing?" Ziyu approached, frowning. "Nothing." Eli shoved the phone into his pocket, voice cold. "You planning to run again?" Ziyu stared him down. "We didn't make it here because of one guy, it was all of us. I'm not forcing you. But if you sit this one out, our basketball dream dies right here." The words pierced deep. Eli lowered his head, throat tight with emotion. Ziyu pulled out a worn photo from his pocket. "Remember this?" In the picture, the two of them were just kids, wearing crumpled jerseys, grinning like fools on a ragged outdoor court. "We didn't start this to be background players," Ziyu said, voice low but resolute. "We started this to prove that one day, we'd stand before everyone and show we deserve to win." Eli stared at the photo, throat burning. He finally nodded. "Let's go. Time to fight this battle." The opening whistle blew. Songyang High quickly lived up to its reputation as a defensive nightmare. Their formations were tight, footwork fast, and from the first second, they trapped Eli in double teams, shutting down his shots. By the end of the first quarter, Tiancheng trailed by 9. From the stands, the murmurs began. "Is Eli choking?" With all that media attention, maybe he did buy his way in. "Tiancheng's done for. That guy can't carry this." Eli heard it all but didn't react. He wiped sweat from his brow, breathing heavily, but never took his eyes off the hoop. Second quarter. Ziyu switched up the rhythm, taking control of the offense. He nailed 3 consecutive mid-range jumpers, slowly narrowing the gap. Eli, instead of forcing plays, started setting high screens, creating space for his teammates. Tiancheng gradually found their flow. By halftime, they were down by just 2. During the break, the coach drew lines on the strategy board. "Last quarter, we must spread the floor. Eli, you can't just screen, you have to take shots." Eli nodded, but his eyes still flickered with doubt. The coach walked over. "What are you afraid of?" Eli took a deep breath. "I'm afraid. I'm just not that good." The coach clapped a hand on his shoulder. "You don't need to prove anything to anyone. Just play in a way your teammates can believe in, and you won't regret a thing." Midway through the third quarter, Songyang's star, Zhang Xiang, scored 6 straight points, stretching their lead again. Tiancheng was on the ropes. The crowd buzzed with tension. With 2 minutes left in the final quarter, the score was tied at 73-73. Ziyu drove into the lane, drawing a double team. Suddenly, he kicked the ball out to Eli at the three-point line. He shot, clang. It bounced off the rim. Songyang countered and scored. 75-73. The stadium turned cold. Coach instantly called a timeout. "We've got one last shot," he said, drawing up the final play. Fake screen. Ziyu drives, draws the defense. "Eli, you cut to the baseline. Wait for the ball." He paused, looking each player in the eyes. "This shot isn't just for the win. It's for you." Back on the court. 8 seconds on the clock. Ziyu pushed the ball forward. 3 defenders collapsed onto him. Suddenly, a perfect bounce pass slipped through 2 defenders' legs, right to the baseline. Eli caught it with his back to the basket. He spun in midair, boom. A thunderous reverse dunk. Buzzer. Final score, Tiancheng high 75, Songyang high 74. 1 second of silence. Then the stadium erupted. The crowd rose like a tidal wave. Teammates stormed the court, hoisting Eli high into the air. He looked up at the glaring lights on the ceiling, eyes red, heart pounding. And in the corner of the stands, he saw a familiar figure. His mother, wiping tears from her eyes. And on the opposite side, his father. No anger, no scorn, just a quiet nod. Reporters swarmed. Eli, did you plan that final shot? How did you stay composed under so much pressure? Some say you only made the team because of your background. What do you say to that? Eli smiled, pulled Ziyu beside him and said, "This game? I didn't win it alone. We're a team.